Well, I think TikTok, ladies and gentlemen, at One Crack News here, we give you guys the real, but I want to also make sure I let you guys know that TikTok, by all means, has been one of and I say the major contributors to revenue being generated here in the United States. One of the major contributors. So now, when I say to you, people turning against TikTok, what is your reasoning? Where's your picket for TikTok? Well, Donald Trump signed a piece of paper, an executive piece of paper, to say in 45 days they will ban TikTok here in the United States of America. If TikTok does not, basically, I guess, fork over its company to the United States, trying to circumvent the process of negotiations with Microsoft and TikTok. Now, the United States portion is a very hard, big, large chunk of money. So definitely, they want a piece. You know how the saying go, we want our cut. Okay, you want your cut. It's understandable. But just like they avoided to give you this notification, there's loopholes around everything, sir. Isn't that a legal task? There's loopholes in everything in America. And Trump is trying to circumvent a whole lot of things that are illegal. Now, what old Trumpy did was sign this piece of paper, which will make it basically easier for TikTok to sue. And they could sue Donald Trump very swiftly. Like this lawsuit could be coming very soon. I've been saying it in live streams beforehand, but I haven't titled it. So now I think the people have a better understanding of it now that it's titled. I would consider it fascist, but you're looking at a whole new state. Translation is America is not what you think it is anymore. America's in its dire days. We've spoke on this before. They know it. The rest of the world don't. Kaepernick and flags and all that nonsense. The cap, the flag, it's cap. Got nothing to do with that, bro. That's the distraction. Oh no, ByteDance is the parent company. But you got to understand something. They're going to do a deal where they give the United States no, they're not. They're not going to give it to the government. They're trying to give it to Microsoft. But that is a fascist thing to do, to try to say, well, they have all these government secrets. All your information can be leaked. Using this tactic to install fear or instill fear into the rest of the general public of Americans, which means the conservative right wing people who live their whole life in fear. So, because they live their lives in fear, this is the new normal. Trump opened himself up to a lawsuit by trying to force the issue. They are basically extorting TikTok for the American service because they have a lot of people here in America making money. But look how damaging that revenue loss would be for the United States of America if they ban TikTok here in the United States of America. You know how many teenagers will be out of hundreds of thousands of dollars? TikTok is a very huge business here in the United States. Well, you can't ban it right away. The United States don't want to ban it. What they want is to take control of it. Banning it is not part of their concern or their major function right now. They want control. And when you want control, this is just a way of getting it. Yeah, I'm going to dip out for a minute and I might do a StreamYard tonight. If it ain't too late. Might be too late for some people. Nah, I mean, your boy was shining on him today. Might have picked up somebody new in the starting lineup. Got one younger. Woo, younger, stronger. So, baby, just because you couldn't act right, don't mean I can't find somebody that's going to act right. Am I going to play the slot machines? Not really. I was going to hang out and eat some of these doggone 50-cent wings. But if a slot machine happened to jump in my lap, I'm going to hit the buttons. I wasn't even scouting for talent. I ran into this talent. Had on my Versace shades. I walked right into it like, welcome to the party life. Had no man idea I'm finna run into this breeze. Woo! Welcome to the party life. And I accidentally cock blocked somebody. It was by accident. It was by accident. I didn't know he was trying to hit on the chick. I'm like, dude, that's my fault. Because I was like, that was completely accidental. Because him and his girl are going through a divorce. And it's crazy. And he's still thinking they're married. He's like, nah, we ain't married, though. I'm like, nah, dog, technically you married. But he was bringing it up. He's like, yeah, my wife used to work here. And all that. I'm like, he was like, my wife, the one I used to be married to. I'm like, dog, you still married. Like, don't forget that. Like, I'm trying to let him know. Because he going to get hit with some, like, you got some financial responsibilities. Don't think you like she ain't asking for nothing now that ain't finna come. You better get ready for it. So that's why I wasn't even thinking about the chick. But he like, man, you cock blocked me in front of the dude, in front of the chick. Now she know I'm married. I'm like, dude, you the one brought up the conversation about your wife. I was trying to let you know. It was an accidental cock block. I mean, to be honest, he wasn't gonna get her. But I didn't make it no better. Right, I didn't know he was running game. I didn't know what he was doing. I thought he was just actually having a genuine conversation. And I'm like, dog, you're gonna be financially liable What you talking about? You know, you still married, dog. What you mean? Y'all just split up. He was like, nah, she moved her new boyfriend in a week after I left. I'm like, you still married though, dog. You got to get that finalized. I'm looking out for him to say, hey, man, check on your paper. Get on your paper, man. Get that paperwork filled out. I wasn't in. The next thing you know, man, yeah, you cock blocked me, man. I'm like, what you talking about, man? Now she know I'm still with old girl. I'm like, you trying to get with old girl? All right, knock yourself out, man. She's way out of his league. That ain't his league. I don't care if he had 10 bands and like, I got 10 bands. She gonna be, nah, I'm good. out his league. But you see me coming in with the TJ Warren on. Got that TJ Warren on. Coming in there looking like the sun. She was, who is this guy? Smiling and shining, looking like the sun. I gotta be hanging out with him. And I said, baby, welcome to the party line. Now back to the topic at hand. We got way off track. If the U.S. banned ByteDance from transactions, could ByteDance go around it? There are ways, but it's a more difficult and more financially damaging to the company. You know, they're going to be taking a financial hit. They're trying to work it out where the U.S. portion of the company will be worked out through Microsoft. So that's an American-based company. That way it could work. There's no problems. Problem solved. But they're in negotiations on how this is going to work. Trump ain't liking it. He's trying to force the way he wanted to go. And you know how he does when he gets involved. Now, as a workaround, all you're going to do is aggravate. When you aggravate and antagonize people, this becomes your known thing. Like, oh, this is his norm. This is what he always do. Like they say, wise men build bridges, fools build barriers. And we already know which one Trump is. This is a man who will call out someone else for bankruptcy and file for bankruptcy 3 times himself. See, what Trump did is basically unconstitutional and particularly looked at as a fascist. You like that quote, Chris? You know where I got that quote from? Black Panther, baby. T'Challa. T'Challa. A wise man will always build bridges, while a fool build barriers. T'Challa! 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 You know, everybody walked out the movie before that scene went down. I'm the only one that was listening. Well, see, here's the situation though. The StreamYard is gonna blame the fans. Plus, there's some new things that transpired today in the league. So, yeah, it's a lot of stuff been going on. They've been having a lot of other talks behind the scenes. Okay. So, yeah, that conversation went down today about trying to get the family members involved more. So we're going to get on that as far as, having the family come in and, being safe to visit and trying to have some of them watch the games. So we're going to get into that. There was a whole message behind what LeBron James was saying. So we're going to get into that also. But they can't go to war with China. They're already in war with China. But the war that you're thinking about is not the war that they're actually in. They're in a trade war right now because it's all about money. And they want to get a piece of China's infrastructure. They'll try to sink stuff. They'll do whatever they can to try to keep China where they are. The United States are not in a position to want to go to war with China. It is not a very good idea on no circumstances. China has more friends and allies than the United States of America. Let me tell you that right now. There's a lot of people making a lot of money with China, including the UK. The US think that we got friends. They be like, hey, we are friends. They be like, y'all broke. They got the money. I'm dealing with them. You know how much money I got now? Think about somebody you best friends with, right? And your best friend is messing up an opportunity, messing up your bag with somebody that's helping you bring in some money. You gonna chill that broke friend out who just showed up like, hey man, you better chill. Hey man, you messing up my situation. Nobody finna go against that bag. That's very smart, Chris. Learning how to read Mandarin and Chinese is very good. Spanish and Chinese, I knew a girl who could speak it, and she went to school for the Mandarin, and she knew a little bit of Cantonese because her babysitter was part Cantonese. She's from Vietnam, so she's part Cantonese. So their dialect is entirely different. I actually ran into a doggone dude who was educating people about, he had joined the Nation of Islam and was teaching people about Islam. And I was like, you're teaching people about Islam. And you're telling me that, because I was like listening to him and me and him was talking, I never was against him. But he gonna tell me that everybody in China speak one language and everybody over in Iraq and everywhere else, they all speak the same dialect. No, they all understand each other. I said, no, they don't. The heck are you talking about? Have you ever been out of the city? What the hell? Have you ever picked up a book? Who are you talking to? Man, I couldn't believe he was teaching people. It blew my mind. Because I was like, wait a minute, you teaching people? You just joined the Nation of Islam, right? And you out here educating these people. They got you doing these classes, and you don't know that there's multiple languages in China and multiple languages of Arabic? Are you serious? Man, it blew. I was shocked. I was shocked. It blew my mind because I couldn't wrap my head around that. I couldn't get my head around that notion. I'm like, nah, there's no way. He was on that Assalamu alaikum. Dog, it blew my mind because I was like, there's no way, because he was serious. I thought he was like just saying it, but he really just didn't know. And I'm like, then my brain is like, how are you teaching people about Islam and all of this stuff, and you don't know that there's multiple different dialects? It's just like slang. We all speak English, but if you go down south, in some areas, you ain't gonna be able to understand a damn thing they talking about. Even though you guys all speak English. Man, it got worse. The man told me, I said, so you think Osama bin Laden could understand all the dialects? I was like, no, that's what you didn't understand. We were talking about Osama bin Laden, and I'm telling him, I'm like, Osama bin Laden, the things that they're accusing him of, he never even was even around that group. Because I'm like, you thinking that, oh yeah, the Taliban and them, and I'm like, dude, the people that you're talking about, that they're talking about in the United States, Osama bin Laden don't even speak the same language as them. He wouldn't understand them. They wouldn't understand him. So no, he did not give a speech to them to do anything. I'm like, because they speak an entirely different dialect. He doesn't speak that dialect. I was like, I was letting him know right away that I'm like, Americans, they feed this stupidity to the Americans because they know the Americans are only going to see what's right in front of their face. They're not going to research. They're not going to look at it. They're not going to say, this is kind of dumb. This kind of don't make sense. They just need to see somebody's responsible. We're doing something about it. That's it. And then they can go on about their day. So when they saw the fact that, oh, this guy's there, let's put Ella Kawandi with him. It's like, huh? Just mix two people together that had nothing to do with each other. They speak different dialects, multiple different dialects in Arabic. And Arabic is probably more than anything I've seen. Now, they might understand bits and pieces. But some places they don't translate over into the other because they speak different dialects. Exactly. Jamaicans and Trinidadians, all these people from Dominica, a lot of them speak French. Some of them can speak French really well. It all goes back to their culture and what they learned. Like in Brazil, they got conquered by the Portuguese. Portugal conquered them. And in exchange for gifts of mirrors and brushes and all these other supplies they brought, the country took over and abandoned their language and learned the language of Portuguese. That's why Brazilians, they stopped speaking their language and started speaking Portuguese. Now they think that's their language. They don't have any identity or any clue about their history. A lot of these things are sub-dialects of other languages. Yes, the one I kept telling y'all about, the girl I had that was like Serena Williams, she's from Dominica. And don't you dare say she's from Don't you dare say she's Jamaican. Whew. You want to see some fire? Do you want to see some fire? You tell somebody from Dominica that they are Jamaican. Oh, she got a Jamaican accent. You gonna see some fire. So I don't know what the heck language they were speaking. But she slammed the hell out of my door, and I realized she was 3 times more powerful than me. And that's when I knew I had to toe the line. Oh man, here come the fuzz. They thirsty for a bus. Yo, what's up, Nicholas Jacobs? You always get to the party a little late. We finna go do a StreamYard in a little bit. I ain't gonna stay here that long. It depends on if I'm winning. Cause I'm gonna go in here now. Now that Frank done talked it up, I might just go ahead and play a couple of rounds. I was coming in here for the 50-cent wings. Yeah, it is what it is, man. They stopped giving out notifications to this. Look how I gotta rock that hat though. Gotta rock that TJ Warren on them. So I'm gonna try to do a StreamYard. I hope they send out the notification